you have to find it. Start your home search at Zillow.com or on our family of apps. You can view millions of photos, browse historical pricing data, and even sign up for alerts when new homes hit the market. Because you're not just looking for a house. You're looking for a place for your life to happen. Zillow. Find your way home.
Welcome to Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner on Love 860 WAEC, Atlanta's inspirational talk radio. Lisa is a writer, producer, and innovative communicator with more than 20 years of experience. Join us as we connect you with inspiring experts and entrepreneurs from all walks of life. Your comments and questions are welcome during the broadcast. Call us live on the air at 404-355-8699. That's 404-355-8699. Now, here's Lisa Faulkner.
Welcome to Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner. I am Dr. D. Greathouse, your guest host, sitting in for Lisa, who will return next week here at the Game Changers broadcast. Today, we are spotlighting mentoring programs. In particular, I have in the studio with me this evening Ms. Judith A. Williams, the founder and chief executive officer of the Kidadah Project, Incorporated, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And I also have in the studio with me Minister James Riles, founder and chief executive officer of the Atlanta Drum Academy. Welcome to Game Changers.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Greathouse.
Now, Minister Riles, I know we have some other guests. For those who are streaming and watching, we have some other guests in the studio with us, but we'll talk to these young ladies in just a moment. But right now, I want to focus our attention on Kidadah, the Kidadah Project, with Ms. Judith A. Williams. Ms. Williams, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. I know that you're an educator, and I know that you founded Kidadah in 1992.
That's correct.
But you're the oldest girls mentoring group in Clayton County. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But you didn't start in Clayton County. Is that correct?
No, we started in Atlanta.
Okay, so would you tell us, please, a little bit about yourself, give our listening audience some type of feel for who you are so they can understand a little bit about why you have a passion for mentoring young ladies?
Okay. My name is Judith Williams, of course. I was born, raised, and educated in the state of Florida. I'm a graduate of Florida A&M University, a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, East Point College Park Alumni Chapter. And the reason for wanting to start a program, I wanted to start something that helped girls develop the skills, the necessary tools to make them very successful in society.
Well, I was looking at your bio, and I remember you saying something about you're the only girl. You were raised in a house full of, you had brothers like myself. Six brothers, and yes. You're the only girl.
That's correct.
But you were saying that you had some sort of longing when you were younger, even though your mother was there teaching you how to be a productive young lady in society. But it was something there. I remember reading that in your bio. Could you explain that a little bit?
It was something like developing sisterhood.
Okay.
A bond with another sister, meaning that not excuse me, having only brothers, I wanted a sister. And so you want to share different things with a sister that you won't normally share with your mom, although my mom gave me the proper tools to be successful. But things, that little private moment that you wanted to talk with your friend. And that's why I wanted to develop a program that nurtured girls to work together.
Okay. Now, Kidadah is Swahili for little sister. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So was that part of your founding principles for Kidadah? Because you wanting to have a little sister where you were growing up, and a lot of young ladies don't have sisters, and sometimes they don't want to confide, like you said, in mommy, because sometimes it's just some things we want to say to mommy is kind of more private to us when we're young because we don't understand the dynamics. We're still feeling out our parents.
That's correct. And things that where little girls would share things among themselves, more so. Times where you can go and have that helping hand, someone to lean on when you need to discuss private matters.
Okay, so you started Kidadah in Atlanta.
That's correct.
Were you an educator then at that time?
Yes.
Okay, so you saw a need to start it then. I mean, what made you get it then and decide that? That was your early years of teaching?
That's correct. Being a teacher in the elementary level, I noticed that a lot of things that the girls did not have. And like I said before, Kidadah is really giving them the necessary tools to be successful in today's society. Public speaking skills, proper etiquette skills, something that you can execute outside the home as well at the home. And you wanted them to be competitive. And that was my reason for starting Kidadah, giving them all the necessary tools they need to be successful young ladies.
Okay, so in order to do that, did you have a group of people helping? Because since you're the founder, I know that in any type of organization, you always have those baby steps initially in the developmental part. And then later on, because I know from working with Kidadah myself, that now Kidadah is like huge. And we have at all levels now. Can you talk about first the tiering of Kidadah from pre-K all the way up? Because we have individuals in college as well as some that have completed college. Because you have the saying, what is it? Once a Kidadah girl?
Always a Kidadah girl.
Always a Kidadah girl. Always a Kidadah girl.
Yes.
So can you just talk a little bit about the dynamics of Kidadah? I know that this past year, there were a lot of things going on. Can you give the listening audience, for instance, the type of programs that we offer to the young ladies?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to say, starting Kidadah in Atlanta, I did have a support team. It was the Order of Eastern Stars, my Star Sisters.
Okay.
We moved the program to Clayton County because we dealt with girls from the metro Atlanta area. Being a teacher in Clayton County, I decided to take it to Northcutt Elementary.
Okay.
Okay, building from there, we had thousands of girls to come through the program. My oldest member is around the age 23, 24. And so basically, it was things that we need to do to enhance learning. So being an educator, you watch the girls as they grow up and develop. At first, we started off really dealing with 4th grade, 5th grade girls. And parents loved the program. I decided to go lower and started on 2nd grade level.
Okay. So now you started low on 2nd grade level.
Yes.
But then you've incorporated actually getting them even more younger to start steering them and helping them focus on the proper etiquette early on, as opposed to waiting till later on, because
exactly.
I would imagine because it's essential to get them involved early so that they don't pick up bad habits along the way.
Exactly.
If that makes sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. So here you are now in Clayton County.
That's correct.
And it's my understanding, well, I know this for a fact, you actually had the first debate team at the elementary level in Clayton County. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I have to say that because I was the coach. and we won. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We won. We beat the male mentoring group at that time.
That's correct.
So kudos to Kidadah. But what is it that keeps you year after year pushing the girls and broadening the scope of the program itself? Because we're entering into a time where technology is important, and not just etiquette, but we have to get the academics down as well. So what keeps you moving in the program?
Because we know things do change during this period, and we know technology. We live in a technology-based society. Therefore, we have a lot of additional programs. We have the STEM program to get the girls interested in science, technology, engineering, and math.
Okay.
And therefore, things are changing, and therefore the program changed. But the most important part is our PIP, personal improvement plan for our girls.
Okay, hold on one second, because he told me we have a call. So, caller, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, welcome to Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Greathouse. How may I help you?
Hi, my name is Yvette Peters, and Miss Williams, she mentors my daughter, Kayla Peters.
Really? Well, how old is Kayla now?
Kayla is 8 years old.
Wow, so she's just...
She's in her Kidadah program, Kidadah Pearl.
Oh, she's in Kidadah Pearls now.
Yes.
So you participated this year with the Kidadah program, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
So let me ask you...
yes, she did.
Let me ask you something from a parent's perspective. Do you feel that Kidadah has benefited your daughter even at the early age of 8?
Oh, very much, very much.
Okay, what type of programs has she participated in this year?
She did the modeling. They had, she did the parade, Martin Luther King parade.
Mm-hmm.
They did, what do you call it? The little green, the holiday for the green.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. But she didn't participate in that because we were out of town. But from the looks of it, it was really nice what they did because they took pictures and stuff.
Okay, so will your little one be in it next year as well?
I hope so. I hope she gets chosen to stay in it.
That's the big thing. It's a selection process. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, you want to say something to Ms. Williams while she's sitting here?
Hi, Ms. Williams. I wanted to thank you for mentoring Kayla. And, Kayla, this was her first year at this school. And, she was, it's just been an honor to be in the program.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Peters.
We appreciate you calling Game Changers. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so tell me I know that the St. Patrick's Day parade is for McDonald. Okay, yes. Can you explain that, please?
It's where we was one of the first to participate coming out of Clayton County in the parade to honor and to raise money for McDonald House. Okay.
Yes. Now, you do some other public service things, right?
Yes.
Can you give us some other examples of that?
The girls went to Jonesboro Nursing Center to work with the senior citizen at that particular place to do art and craft. They enjoy doing that, and I believe in community service.
Okay.
And so it's many things that we're getting involved in. It's giving back to the community.
Okay. And you also do fundraisers because you are a 501.
Yes.
And so you rely on donations.
Yes.
And corporate sponsors.
Exactly.
Okay, so you do fundraisers as well.
Yes.
Because a lot of services for the girls. Spelman, is that an annual trip?
That's an annual trip. They will be participating every year. We're building that relationship. Therefore, we have 2 Kidadah girls attending Spelman at this time. Okay. And what are some of the other things that you do? Okay, some more things that we're doing as far as we're going to be visiting the Georgia State Bar because most of the girls, when you ask them and they fill out the application, they want to become lawyers. Mm-hmm. Therefore, this will be an opportunity so they can venture out and see what's going on as far in the field of law. Okay, and we took a trip with them, a couple of years ago, I think. We're due for another trip this year. To the Capitol building as guest of Stacey Abrams, Representative Abrams. Yes. Okay, but I think about exposing the girls to different types of environments so that they can acclimate themselves and realize this is actually a possibility for me in my life. Exactly. Then I can seriously consider being whatever it is that I desire to be because I'm getting the tools now. So now you have other educators that actually help with the girls in the program because the program is steadily expanding. Is that correct? Exactly. All right. Are you at other schools as well? We're at Brown Elementary, and what we're trying to do, venture down to Florida. Okay. Where I'm from, where it should be. Point South Elementary, of course, and we're trying to move throughout the schools, middle school and high schools. Okay. Now, I know you're a role model. And you have a lot on your plate, and I'm trying to figure out how you have time to do all of this because you actually teach kindergarten. Kindergarten, yes. So you have the babies when they first come in, correct? Exactly. All right. And then you do some other activities professionally. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay. It was something you were telling me earlier that you're now, what is it? You were selected for something. DTEC, and that's Delta Teacher Efficacy Campaign. And what that campaign about, they went over to 4 regions, and they selected out of the 4 regions 180 teachers, and I'm one of the participants that's in the program. And what it's called is Teacher Efficacy Academy. And it's a program to help our students to prevent the dropout rate to decrease that, the main purpose. Okay. To teach our youth. Okay. So what we have then, because Kidadah spends a lot of time with reading and math. You were saying before we had the caller, the math and the science program.
and computers, all of that integrated together because they need to be integrated into the learning scheme. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so that we start them out, because I saw some pictures where you started them out actually at the kindergarten level.
Exactly.
And then you had the older Kidadah members actually tutoring them. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So everybody teaches and gives back.
Give back.
Okay. All right, I appreciate that. Mr. Riles, I need to talk to you for a moment, okay?
Okay.
All right, because I want to hear the scope of when you talk about mentoring, okay? Like we've heard Ms. Williams talk about mentoring and her passion for mentoring and giving back, okay? Because I believe that whatever we expose our children to or put at their disposal, it makes them better, productive human beings in our society.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Okay, so Mr. Riles, we're going to come back to you and these young ladies that you have brought with you in the studio. Can you tell us their names, please?
Yes, this is Jasmine and Kyra, two of my female drummers.
Okay, so they're all a part of the Atlanta Drum Academy as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they're going to actually have a treat for you when we come back from break. I think I have a few more minutes before we go on break. Then we're going to have a treat from you. We're going to talk to Minister, I call him Drumline, and you'll find out why we call him Drumline when we come back from the break. I have another caller. Okay, go ahead and patch them through before we go on break, please. Hello, caller.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome to Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner. What can we do for you?
Do they have anything like this program in Indiana?
What's the program in Indiana? When you say, do they have something like the program in Indiana? I need a point of reference.
I don't. I was just asking. Because my cousin was in that program, and I wondered if they have something like that in Indiana.
Okay. Oh, in Indiana?
Mhm.
Oh, are you calling from Indiana?
Yes.
Oh, you're calling from Indiana, and you
Yes.
you want to be a Kidadah member?
Is there a program like that in Indiana?
No, but you know what? If you would give us your principal's number, okay, if you would leave it, or so we can. Matter of fact, if you can give me your principal's number, Miss Williams, do you have a contact number or information that you can give them real quick?
Yes. They can contact me at 678-521-1934.
Say that again.
678-521-1934.
Wait, hold on.
Because we can always talk to your principal, and if they don't have it, we can volunteer to actually present that program to them, and they could run it up there. Okay, take Miss Williams' number because I have to go on break in about 1 minute.
678-521-1934.
Did you get it? Did you write it down? Did you write the number down? Did you write the number down, sweetie?
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
Excuse me, hello?
Hello? Because we have to go on break, sweetie. I'm trying to give you a chance to write the number down. Did you get it?
Hey.
You ready?
What is it again?
Give it to her one more time.
678
678
521
521
1934.
34.
Okay.
Okay? And
Okay.
and her name is Miss Williams, all right? And you just
Okay.
have your principal call her, or you can call her after the broadcast, okay?
It's Miss Wiggum.
Miss Williams, WILLIAMS. Okay?
So, do they have anything like that in Indiana?
I don't know, but we'll have to call and see, okay? But we have to go on break, sweetie. All right? Thank you for calling Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner. Have a great day.
You too.
Guide me until I'm sure I open my heart. Oh yeah. My hopes and dreams are fading fast. I'm
When it comes to legal matters, you can't afford to take chances. You need an attorney with knowledge, experience, and compassion. Brian Poe and Associates is one of the most trusted law firms in Atlanta. Mr. Poe and his well-qualified team can assist you with criminal matters, personal injury, and bankruptcy, as well as divorce, wills, and family law. And even more important, you can count on reasonable, affordable fees so that you can get back to living your life. Brian Poe and Associates, serving all of Metro Atlanta, Union City, and Augusta. Call right now to arrange a consultation. 404-287-2363. That's 404-287-2363. Mention Game Changers to receive a special discount. Call 404-287-2363 or simply go online to thesigningattorney.net. That's thesigningattorney.net. The hiring of an attorney is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertising. Ask for full written information about the firm's qualifications and experience. Are you looking for an attorney? Or better yet, are you looking for the right results? Call the Ponder Law Group, 404-870-8070. If your case is complicated and confusing, call today. We take individual cases personally, just like your family. The Ponder Law Group, making clients into lifelong friends. Call 404-870-8070. The Ponder Law Group, if you want to win. When everyone else says no, the Ponder Law Group says yes. We're the ones to call for your legal needs. The Ponder Law Group, 404-870-8070. The hiring of an attorney is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertising. Ask for free written information about the firm's qualifications and experience.
Awesome God. Oh, come on, we're going to praise up in here today. We're going to celebrate our great God, His Majesty, the royalty.
Welcome back to Game Changers. We're having an awesome time here in the studio. Again, I'm your host sitting in for Miss Lisa Faulkner. I'm Dr. D. Greathouse. We're going to continue with what we have going on here in the studio. We're doing a spotlight on mentoring programs. We spent the first part of the show talking to Miss Judith Williams, the founder of the Kidadah Project. And now we're going to talk to the founder of Atlanta Drum Academy, Minister James Riles. Now, I was reading his bio, and I know he's a Georgia native.
Yes,
born
ma'am.
in what county was it?
Coffee County, South Georgia.
All right, Coffee County,
Yes, ma'am.
South Georgia. And I was reading that you got your first set of drums at the age of 5. Is that right?
5 years old. Yes, ma'am. First set of drums.
Did you ask for the drums, or did your parents just give you a set of drums? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I'm 36 now. That was when I was 5, so I probably asked for it. I'm not sure.
Okay, now I
sure.
saw that there was, and what I couldn't understand was, it said when you started playing in the church and the school band.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how old were you when you actually started playing the drums in the church? And then
In the church, I probably was around 9 or 10 years old, and then in school band when I was in 5th grade.
Really?
5th grade, yes, ma'am.
Really? Oh, my goodness. So you continued to play the drums.
Yes, ma'am.
You had a normal childhood, but you were playing the drums,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Normal childhood.
All right.
yes.
You played your way all the way to receiving a scholarship in music to attend Morris Brown College.
Morris
Is that
Brown College, yes, ma'am. Class of 1997, Coffee High School, and then I went on to Atlanta, Georgia, Morris Brown College.
okay? So you, and of course, I guess you were in the marching band.
Yes, ma'am.
And I noticed you said you were blessed to be able to become the what? What is that called? The section leader or the drumline? What is that called?
Yes, ma'am. The section leader, the leader of the drumline. I was the one that pretty much ran the rehearsals. I wrote music for the drumline, and I was almost like the father of the drumline, the boss man of the drumline, pretty much. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let me ask you this, because I know you in your bio it says that you wrote the music for the movie Drumline.
Yes, ma'am.
Both Drumline 1 and 2?
1 and 2, yes, ma'am.
So you wrote the music for the Drumline?
Yes, I wrote the music. In part 1, I wrote the music for Morris Brown's drumline, the very first cadence that we played in the battle scene. And then for part 2, I played in the movie, and I also wrote the music for Southern State, which was the fictional school like Morris Brown was. So I wrote for both movies, yes, ma'am.
So now it was filmed where?
Both movies were filmed here in Atlanta, Georgia, both movies.
On which campus? Was it?
The first movie was filmed at Clark, Morehouse, and Morris Brown, and a little piece of Spelman's. And here in Atlanta, We filmed a lot at Clark, CAU, and we filmed at Memorial Stadium off Memorial Drive.
So how did you land that great opportunity? I know you're a minister, so I know it was God.
Yes, ma'am.
Me, I'm going to say it was God.
Right.
Okay?
Me too.
And your gifts made room for you
Yes,
because
ma'am.
it was God.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you're a minister.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where do you attend church? We got to give your pastor a shout out. You know
yes,
that.
ma'am. Pastor Best, New Commandment Christian Ministries.
Okay, and I was reading that the vision for the Drum Academy was actually birthed there. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In 2011, our pastor told us that this was the year for whatever vision that God has given you. This is the year for you to pursue that vision. So in 2011, in December, it was almost 2012, I had not taken the steps that I needed to take. And then I got a royalty check from the movie, unbeknown that I was going to get, and it was enough money for me to open up the school. So 2011 until now.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your current endeavor, so your drumming, now do you have a passion
Yes, ma'am.
to play the drums?
Yes, ma'am, and to teach.
Okay, you never desired to play any other instrument?
Maybe a little bit of piano and guitar, but I stick with the drums for that. So that's what I like to do.
So that's where your
Yes, ma'am.
skills were honed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you got your royalty check.
Yes, ma'am.
And you established the Atlanta Drum Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
In
2011, 2012.
Okay, so now let's just talk about a few other things for a minute.
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I know we have some guests here.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to we're going to take another break and we're going to let our young guests
Okay.
play a little bit for our listening audience. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Because I remember in speaking with you, they are currently a part of the Drum Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
But you guys go around performing.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't just teach, you perform.
Perform, yes, we do a lot of performing. Matter of fact, we've been doing so much performing lately, I haven't had time to teach really. We always getting ready for a performance.
When I saw you guys perform at Pastor Best's pastoral anniversary,
Yes, ma'am.
I was so impressed, especially when they get to laying down.
Yes, ma'am.
And still playing the drums while they're laying down.
Yeah, that's my tenor drummers. Yes, ma'am.
I love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, just tell me this: you teach what grades, or what age group?
Age group from 0 to 99.
0.
I don't turn down any ages.
Because you don't know who possessed the gift.
You never know. You never know. I have some people that some music stores won't teach unless they're like 5 or 6 years old, but we take all ages.
Okay, now let me just ask you this, because I know you have a family. Tell us a little bit about your family. It's particularly your son, but we can't leave your wife out.
Right. My wife is LaToya Riles, and we have 2 lovely boys, Darius and Cedarian Riles. Cedarian is 9 and Darius is 11, and they are both drummers. They're better at their age they are now than when I was at their age.
But you didn't teach them. They actually just watched you.
Just watch, looked at videos, just watch.
And they picked up, because I've seen them perform too when
Yes,
I visited your church.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so they are actually accomplished drummers already.
Yes, already. Yes, ma'am. Especially my oldest son. He has a resume longer than this room probably. He's done a lot of performances already. He's only 9 years old.
Okay. I was speaking with your pastor earlier, and he said that he was on America Got Talent.
America's Got Talent. Yes, ma'am. When he was 5 years old. So that's been like 4 years ago.
Oh, my goodness.
4 years ago.
So he was that good 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yes.
So
ma'am.
I can only imagine. Now, he also, does he play with other bands when they come to town? Do you guys do that as well?
Yes, he's played. And the day before he auditioned for America's Got Talent, he played at the Georgia Dome at the 100 Battle of the Bands with South Carolina State University. He was only 5 years old then.
Amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. So is that his passion as well?
Yes, that's his passion. That's his passion. Him and his brother's passion, both of them, and mine. So all 3 of us.
Okay, now the baby is, what, 7?
7. He's 7 years old.
Okay, because I saw him perform
Right.
as well, and he's very good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, he
They
is.
are really, really good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in mentoring, in teaching and mentoring, okay, you mentor girls and boys.
Yes, ma'am.
What is one of the fundamental things that if they stop playing the drums today, what would you like for them to actually take away from the experience of learning it? Because it's discipline.
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
it teaches discipline.
That's the main thing, self-discipline. You have to have self-discipline. You have to be able to do things without other people telling you to do it. So that's one of the main things I want to have, self-discipline and confidence in their abilities. Those
Okay.
are the two things.
So when you're, I hope my grandsons are listening because I really want them to participate in your academy.
Yes, ma'am.
And my one concern was about the 5-year-old because I think you said they have to take the little drum pad home.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
they need to practice.
All the time, every day, at least 30 minutes.
And that takes what?
Self-discipline.
Okay.
And you have to want to do it. You have to want to do it.
Okay. So because you have to develop your skills.
Yes, ma'am. You have to develop your hands and your muscles and your motor skills, especially with the younger kids. It helps with their motor skills as well. So it helps them in school as well. With the motor skills, with playing with blocks, whatever they do, like especially in pre-K, the little kids, with their hands, they get muscle memory and they have the motor skills. And this helps them with putting blocks in places they need to go, and it just develops that muscle. So that helps them even in pre-K, all the way up.
Wow. So when a parent is thinking about putting their kid in the drum academy.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you're on the south side as well, like Miss Williams. You're in Clayton County as well. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where are you located?
184 North Avenue, Jonesboro, Georgia, right on Tara Boulevard.
Right off of Tara, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're where is it where that spur is for 138?
138, right by Taco Bell and Golden Corral, right there across the street.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take another break, and then what I want you to do is I want the list because I want to have time. I want the listening audience to hear a little bit of what your students. Do you ladies mind playing for us?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to play for us for a few minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before we go on break, I want to ask you something, okay? Come closer to the microphones because I want to make sure our listening audience hears what you guys have to say, okay? And what I really want to ask you before we go on the break is I want you to tell me, why did you choose being a drummer?
Well, some people kept telling me that I couldn't do it, or like I'm a girl, girls can't play as good as boys. So why not show those people that I can do it?
All right.
So I chose to be a drummer.
And what's your name?
Kyra.
Kyra, you know what? You keep thinking like that. There are no limits, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't forget that. Come on up here, young lady. Tell me your name.
I'm Jasmine.
Come closer. I'm giving you my microphone. What is your name?
I'm Jasmine.
Jasmine, why did you choose, out of all the instruments in the world you could play, why did you choose the drum?
I've just always have a passion of like beating on stuff and just making different kinds of beats. So I was just trying to participate in drumming with Mr. Riles.
So this is right up your alley. Have you performed?
Yes.
Both of you have performed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go back to your drums. We're going to go on break. And when we come off a break, we're going to hear the young ladies play a little something. And I think I'm having a ball. What are you guys? You guys having fun?
Yes.
Miss Wick, you ready for break? Go ahead. No, not yet.
I know the odds look stacked up against you, and it seems there's no way out. I know the issue seems unchangeable, and that there's no reason to shout, but the impossible is God's chance to work a miracle, so just know it ain't over until God says it's over. It ain't over until God says it's done. No, 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 it ain't over until God says it's over. Keep fighting until your victory is won. Gonna be easy, but you're a winner. But you're a winner in the end. Jesus defeated all your enemies. Way before the fight began. Before the fight began. opportunity. Show up and work a miracle. A miracle. So just know it ain't over until God says. It ain't over until God says it's done. Oh, it ain't over until God says. Keep fighting till your victory. Oh, when people say you can't, remember.
Let's face it, negotiation in today's business world can be a real challenge unless you know the right people. And if you want to protect yourself, the first name you need to know is Poe Simpson Law. Poe Simpson provides comprehensive legal support for small businesses, entertainment, athletes, and emerging entrepreneurs. Principals Brian Poe and Michelle Simpson are well seasoned in contract negotiations and establishing sound business relationships. Whether your concern is corporate, real estate, or launching your creative career, Poe Simpson Law can serve you from start to finish, from forming your entity to contracting professional services. Take the first step in securing your future right now. Contact Poe Simpson Law to arrange a consultation. Call 404-994-6220. That's 404-994-6220. Mention Game Changers to receive a special discount. Call 404-994-6220. That's 404-994-6220. Or visit PoeSimpsonLaw.com. That's PoeSimpson law.com. The hiring of an attorney is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertising. Ask for free written information about the firm's qualifications and experience. Are you looking for an attorney? Or better yet, are you looking for the right results? Call the Ponder Law Group, 404-870-8070. If your case is complicated and confusing, call today. We take individual cases personally, just like your family. The Ponder Law Group, making clients into lifelong friends. Call 404-870-8070. The Ponder Law Group. If you want to win. When everyone else says no, the Ponder Law Group says yes. We're the ones to call for your legal needs. The Ponder Law Group. 404-870-8070. The hiring of an attorney is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertising. Ask for free written information about the firm's qualifications and experience.
Welcome back to Game Changers. I'm your guest host, Dr. D. Greathouse again, sitting in for Lisa Faulkner. All right, before the break, we were going to start with the girls, but I think I have a caller. Do I still have a caller on the line? Okay, let me take the call at this time. Hello, caller?
Yes.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Game Changers. How may we help you?
I just wanted to say how much my great niece has been blessed by participating in this Drumline, even when she was told that she could not participate as a drummer in her middle school band. But after her performance at a talent show, her band director came up to her and invited her to participate in the band as a drummer. So she has definitely been blessed by the opportunity to be part of this Drumline. Hi, Jasmine.
Jasmine? She said hello. You're embarrassing her. She says you're embarrassing her. She says hello.
Tell her Aunt Karen loves her.
Aunt Kenny?
Aunt Karen loves her.
Aunt Karen loves you. She says she loves you. Me too. You say hey to Aunt Karen.
Hey, Aunt Karen.
Can you hear her?
Yes, and thank you so much to our band director, the great job you have been doing with my great niece.
Yes, ma'am. Glory to God. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Her gift is making room for her, and that's what's important. She will be what she's supposed to be when it's all said and done.
Absolutely.
Thank you for calling Game Changers. We appreciate you. All right. So we're going to hear from our two guests. Okay, and Mr. Riles, Drumline.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll let you take charge.
Okay. 1, 2, ready, and.
Wait, we stopping already?
We stopping already.
Oh, okay. I need you guys to do. Can they do one more? Just one more.
Yeah, we could do one more.
Okay, if they would say, please, just one more, because I tell you, I want all the youth that are listening, all the parents that are listening, to see what a great job that this mentoring program is doing with our youth. I think that's important.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're not just doing patty cake. They're actually doing some serious rudiments on the drums.
Yes, that's right.
So if you guys could just play one more for me, please.
Let's play one more. Let's do immediate with the vocals and everything. 1, 2, immediate. 1, 2, ready, and. Outstanding. Great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. With God, all things are possible, right? Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you ladies. You can come back to Game Changers anytime. I'll just tell Miss Lisa I gave you guys an open invitation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let us see how you guys are growing and what you're doing. Okay? Yes, all right. God's blessing you in your lives. Minister Riles, outstanding job.
Thank you.
Oh, we have a caller. Let's take the caller, and then I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, caller.
Yes, I just want to say I'm so proud of my granddaughter, and I want to thank the drum teacher for taking the opportunity and teaching her how to play drums, and it's just amazing.
Okay, which one is your granddaughter?
Kyra Tucker.
She said, that's me, Ma.
Yes, it's me, Ma.
Welcome to Game Changers, me, Ma. I tell you, you have a right to be proud of what is happening in her life. And they told you couldn't do it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But she's proven them wrong. So
yes, she has. Yes, she has.
We appreciate you so much for calling. Is there anything else you would like to say?
Just tell Kyra I love her.
She says she loves you. Can you hear her?
I love you too.
Thank you for calling Game Changers. You have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Now, Minister Riles.
Yes, ma'am.
How many students do you have right now that when you go around and you are performing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then what we're going to do is I'm just going to talk a little bit to you and Miss Williams both. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But when you're performing, how many students do you take with you when you're performing?
Most of the time, we take in between 20 to 25 students, sometimes 30 students. Some kids can't come sometimes because some of them play baseball, they do other things, but most of the time, we have in between 20 and 25 students.
That's a lot of students.
That's a lot of kids. 25 different personalities.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have a lot of support as well from the parents.
Yes, I have a great parent board. My parents are great. My parents are great.
That's a great job. I mean, make sure I tell your pastor to keep laying hands on you, keep praying for you.
I need it, yes, ma'am.
And the brilliance of your mind and what God has allowed you to put together.
Yes, ma'am.
To benefit our youth.
Yes, ma'am.
And the same thing for you, Miss Williams, as well. Thank you for coming to Game Changers, by the way. And thank you, Miss Williams, for coming as well to Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner. The two of you, now that I have the two of you, what I'm thinking is, when you look over the scope of what you're doing, do you ever get tired?
No.
You don't get tired?
No.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
Because this is a dream that I have, which is developing to a reality, and it's to improve our girls, our youth, to make them successful. That's number one. And like I said, the ages, things are changing. People are changing. And so any type of tool that would enhance their confidence level to build skills, I'm always creating, and that's what I want to do.
And that's what I think. I think that's what everyone should do when you have involvement or you are able to touch the lives of our youth. You went a creative route. You took what God gave you.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you now are sowing those seeds.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, she's an educator. That's what God gave her, but she's educating.
Yes, ma'am.
So everybody could do something. You take what you have and then you disseminate it. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, ma'am.
When I look at the grander picture of the things, and because we have a lot of things that are not gelling right in our society, but at the same time, there are some good things, and that's what we wanted to spotlight here on Game Changers tonight. Is that there are positive things happening in the lives of our youth, and we wanted to spotlight you guys to let people know you're out there. You're out there working daily with our youths, trying to make better human beings of them and put the right stuff in them so they can make the right decision, because sometimes it takes a split second and it changes someone's life forever. Ms. Williams and I have seen it in the school system where a split second decision, your life was headed down one direction and now it's another. So I even say to you young ladies, stay focused, pay attention to what your parents tell you. Pay attention to what the mentors in your life tell you as well. Okay, we have another caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Welcome to Game Changers.
Hi, I was calling in for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I was calling to just congratulate Mr. Riles. My son also works with him.
Okay.
He's a great teacher, and he's a great motivator for all of the kids that he works with.
Now, how old is your son?
My son is 14.
Ooh, great age.
He's been with Mr. Riles for over 9 years. He still plays with him as well as plays in the high school band as well.
Outstanding. Now, which drum does he play? Does he play them all?
Snare. He plays the snare. Yes, he plays them all.
Okay, so I'm sure I've seen him perform. If he was he at the Pastor Best?
He wasn't. He plays in my advanced group, so he went from the youth group to the advanced group. He's an advanced drummer.
Oh, well, you tell him that Game Changer says congratulations as well. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling Game Changers. So you have, Minister Riles, you have levels like Miss Williams has.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Williams, you have the what? You have three. You have the what?
Kidadah Pearls, Kidadah Amethyst, and Kidadah Diamonds.
Okay, so the pearls range from what age?
They're from kindergarten. Now we have kindergarten until 5th grade.
Okay.
Kidadah Amethyst from 6th through 8th.
Okay.
And Kidadah Diamonds 9th through 12th.
All right. Now, Minister Riles, how many levels do you have in your mentoring program?
We have 2. We have a youth group and we have an advanced group. In my youth group right now, our youngest kid is 3 years old. Kai Griffin, he just started. He's 3 years old. And my oldest one, I have another 14-year-old. He's the oldest one. And then we have the advanced group, which is mainly 8th grade all the way up to high school.
Okay, now do they typically perform together or do they perform at separate times?
2 separate events. The advanced group is more of a competing squad. Like we go up to places like Washington, D.C. We went to Washington, D.C. last year and we went to North Carolina. So they're more of a competition squad. And that's a collective group of all the schools that's in Atlanta, Georgia. They come out and form one drumline. They are rivalry members during the school year, but towards the end of marching season, which ends around October, they all audition to make one drumline. So I take the best from each school, and we put them all together to make one drumline.
And then you take them to do competitive
competition, yes, ma'am.
So when they're doing the competitive part,
yes, ma'am.
Is it like what we saw on TV on Drumline?
Well, it's sort of kind of that way, but they have judges and they're rated. They rate from, like, you may have the best snare section, the best bass drum section, then you have a best overall section. And sometimes you may get some unofficial head-to-head battles outside of the arena because they stand outside and they wait on the drumline to come out so they can challenge them.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. You should get footage of that.
Okay.
You should get footage of that because that would be a making of another drumline.
We have footage on YouTube.
You do?
Have footage on YouTube, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
On the Atlanta Drum Academy.
But I mean, of the competition stuff like that, you have that as well?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We do.
All right.
We
Okay.
do.
We have about 10 minutes. And what I want to say to each of you is, if you had to inspire someone right now listening to the show, whether it's the parent or the young child or older child or advanced child, okay, or even a young adult, and I want you to think about it. Ms. Williams looked like she might be ready to answer. I don't know. But I want you to think about what in today's society, when they see so much that's going wrong, you can turn on television and it just perpetuates it. As a mentor, and you know you're reaching lives and you're developing young minds. And Ms. Williams, I'm telling you, I'll be the first to say, educators are underpaid. I really believe that. You should be top tiered, like doctors and lawyers, because if they didn't go through you guys, would they ever become what they are today?
No.
They would not, because you teach them how to read. You teach them how to hold a pencil. You teach them, I spent some time in that arena. And when you start fundamentally teaching those kinds of things to help people develop and find out their strengths before they ever embark on the greater scheme, like their collegiate time, their postgraduate time, and then getting into corporate America, wherever their career, medicine or the courtroom. There is an educator. There is a mentor somewhere to be thanked in the success of every human being that's doing these great and marvelous things in the world. There's somebody else behind the scenes to say thank you. So if you had to say something right now to inspire somebody, a young lady, young man, young lady, or young man, who wants to go first, what would you say?
I would. Okay. I would tell them the decision that you make today will determine how well you live tomorrow. Basically saying that make the right decision. Join a productive area, what you want to embark on, as far as if you're into education, do education. But follow your dream. No one can give you a dream. You have that dream and develop it. Mm-hmm. Therefore, look at the positive things. We know a lot of things go wrong, but then build that confidence level. Become independent, responsible individuals. So follow your dream.
Okay. All right.
And I would say whatever your gift is, do that. Whatever your gifted area is in life, focus on that. Everybody has a gifting. Mm-hmm. If your gifting is basket weaving, be the best basket weaver there is. Focus on that. I think too many times we try to do too many other things and we don't focus on what that gifting area is. Mm-hmm. If we put more time into our gift, that gift will make room for us, like it says, and it'll take care of you for the rest of your life. That's why we're given that gift. Mm-hmm. Some of us go on our jobs and we're miserable because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. That's not our gift.
That's right.
We have people working in customer service with bad attitudes because that's not their gift.
That's right.
So whatever your gift is, do your gift.
Because they're doing it to pay bills as opposed to doing it. I've heard several people say, whatever your passion is, that thing that you would do for free. That you would wake up every morning and do. Mine is ministry.
Yes, ma'am.
It's how I live and breathe. I feel free when I'm teaching,
yes, ma'am,
or standing up and ministering the gospel. Mm-hmm. So I know, even though I spent 20 years in the military and time in corporate America, it's the thing that I know I was born to do. I heard a quote once that says, "Find something you would die for, and live to do it." Now that's big, that's monumental, but it has so much truth behind it. What is it that you would do that's your passion, that no one would have to pay you for? You would do it for free. And that's the thing to do. So for those of you who are listening to us and listening to the mentors that we have in the studio with us today, I think we have some tremendous mentors. I know I would gladly put, my granddaughter is a Kidadah member.
That's correct.
And she started in second grade with Miss Williams. She just came off a camping trip with you guys.
High Mountain.
And she also was in the Clayton County, one of the finalists in the Clayton County Science Fair.
Right.
You see, so when you look at what's being put in your children, it's imperative to understand what are they good at and something that they can stick to. Okay, Miss Williams, we have about 3 minutes or so, I think. Oh, we have another caller. Okay, come on. Let me take the caller, please. Go ahead, caller. Hello? Okay, I guess they hung up. Okay, Ms. Williams, if you would tell everybody how they can reach you, where they can find you, where they can bring their child to and drop them off during the school year, please.
Okay, look us up on Facebook, the Kidadah Project, and also you can contact us at Kidadah Project 1992@gmail.com or jawilliamsga@aol.com.
Say the email account again, the AOL Gmail account.
Okay, the Kidadah Project 1992@gmail.com.
All right. Drumline, how can we reach you or find you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. www.atldrumacademy.com. Or you can email us at atldrumacademy1@live.com. And Ms. Williams, I just want to say we're starting an all-girls drumline. So for any of your girls that want to play drums, bring them over to Atlanta Drum Academy. They get free drum lessons for the month of July.
All right,
and that's anyone that's listening to this station as well. Free drum lessons for the month of July. www.atldrumacademy.com. And if you're looking for me in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to be at the Cookout Restaurant on Northside Drive.
All right, Drumline. I want to say again, thank you on behalf of Miss Lisa Faulkner. She will be here next week. I would like to give you guys an invitation to come back. Miss William, when you come back, you can bring some of the Kidadah girls from the Kidadah Project. Mr. Riles, you're more than welcome to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Bring your little one.
I will.
Either one of them or both of them.
Yes, ma'am.
I know the all-star is really shy, right? He's shy. The oldest one is really shy.
Yes, but once he gets in his element, it's a wrap.
He is Mr. Personality. Well, I think we're about to... I think I want the girls to close us out with something if they could.
Okay.
And then we'll just finish up with our theme. I want to say this in closing. I'd like to leave you with a quote. And it's a quote from Benjamin Franklin. And it says, "Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn." And so with that, what I'm going to do is tell you that this is Dr. D. Greathouse sitting in for Miss Lisa Faulkner. And I thank you for listening to Game Changers. And what we're going to do is let the girls play something until he cues us. That's it.
All right. 1, 2, first one, and...
Thank you for listening to Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner. For more details about anything discussed on the program, go online to www.penstar.org. That's PENSTAR.org. And be sure to follow Lisa on social media. On Facebook, look for Lisa M. Faulkner and follow Penstar Lisa on Twitter and Instagram. And join us every week at this same time for Game Changers with Lisa Faulkner right here on Love 860 WAEC, Atlanta's inspirational talk radio.